Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. We live?
Yeah, we're live.
Awesome. Perfect. Well, thanks for having me.
Thank you so much for agreeing to this. If you could just give a brief introduction of who you are and what you do, that'd be amazing.
Sure. So my name is Stephen Marshall, and I am the assistant men's soccer coach at California Baptist University. We are a Division I program located in Riverside, California. We are about an hour away from Los Angeles. I've been here now. This will be, I think, coming up on my 7th season here. We previously were a Division II school that transitioned to Division I, and have now finished our fourth year Division I. So yeah, that's a little bit about me and our program.
We try to help students find their purpose and their own unique why in orchestrating their lives.
Yeah.
The reason is that without knowing your purpose, it is just like floating around in an open ocean with no sense of direction. However, we want our students to know their purpose so they can swim or paddle their way through their purpose. And in doing so, they need to know why they're going that way and why they want. That is their goal and their purpose. So I just wanted to ask, what is your opinion on this? And do you agree with our philosophy and why?
Yeah, I mean, I think we have a similar philosophy, and obviously every kid has a different family, raised with different backgrounds, beliefs. So I don't know that there's one right answer for everybody necessarily, but I personally feel, and I think our program agrees with that a bit more, just because, like you said, I think when you have direction, it can be easier to follow through with things. It can be easier to, let's say you have a goal, and then you have a path to that goal. It can be easier to stick to it. You also have people in your life who can maybe hold you accountable to this goal, to stay on this path. And so for us, we always set team goals, we set individual goals, and then we set pathways to reach these kind of goals. So if it's a goal at the season of getting this many wins or this many shutouts, now we try and set little pathways and small objectives. And we feel that helps the individual as well as a team, if it's a team goal, to reach these goals. Because sometimes if you just have kind of an open end, I'm just living, I'm just going through life, maybe you get lost. Maybe you don't achieve maybe your true potential because you're just kind of floating, as you said. And so for me, I believe that every person can find a different path, but I think it is important to try and at least guide people into certain directions because, they are young adults, and so they are still trying to find their way. And that's why you have people that have been on the path maybe before who can say, hey, these are the reasons why we have these in place. I've made mistakes. I don't want you to make the same mistakes. Or I know someone who's done that, and I want to prevent this from happening to you. And so I think it really helps individuals to reach their full potential, and staying on that path helps to keep you grounded as well, because as we know, we all make mistakes, but that kind of brings us back to, okay, what are we living for? So when we're doing poor in school or soccer's not going well, you still do have meaning and purpose. And I think that's something that we believe as a coaching staff and as a university. It is obviously very important to win and do well in school, but there are more important things in life. And I think when you have that philosophy that there is something more important, I think it helps you to get through the great days and the bad days. Life is very up and down, and it can, go different directions, but having something to fall back on and know that there's more than just those exact goals, I think keeps you from ever falling too far one way or another.
All right. One last question. It has to be about our player Q-Sang, who joined last year, right? He joined last year.
This was his first season. He came here and came in the end of July. Yeah.
Why did you decide to go with Q-Sang in the first place? And how is he adjusting, and how was his first season, in your opinion? How was his first season as a rookie?
Well, one, we communicated with you, which was great, because you sent us his profile, and then we were able to dialogue back and forth about him, learn more, answer any questions that we didn't know about, the level, everything basically. But obviously his video was intriguing. It had some things in there that we liked in the player. His technical ability, he seemed like a smart player. So for us. We didn't know South Korea that well, so it was kind of learning and seeing video of what the style is. Obviously, we have seen some players in the US over the years, but our idea of it was still trying to like fully grasp, like, what do we get if we get a player from here? So we thought maybe he was more technical, quick, good on the ball, hardworking. So we liked all these attributes for our program because we are a technical, possession, hardworking team. And we thought he fit our style of play and our team. Also, in just learning more about him as a person and his drive and ambition, how responsible he appeared to be in communication with us in the recruiting process, just regularly communicating to us. When we asked him to do something, he always did it very fast. If there was something he didn't know how to do, he would talk to you, then get back to us. And just we felt really like he was a good fit from what we wanted in the culture of the team, which is just good people. We had a really good vibe. His disposition was very friendly. He came across, even without great English, as quite friendly, quite a good personality. And so when you add in that we liked his tools that we saw on the video, he was a good student, and that he appeared to have ambition to come to the US, not just to hang out, but to get a degree and have focus and improve. For us, those were all really important when we were picking him versus other players. We felt that the risk was not super high because he was a good person, a good student. And so even though we weren't fully sure what his level was going to be like because we never had a South Korean, we thought this is a great guy to take a risk on because he has everything else that we're looking for in a player. So even though we're not 100% sure about this country, we never worked with them, we were obviously very surprised pleasantly when we got him here. So to answer the second part, like we were very happy with him as a player, incredibly happy with him as a person. I mean, I don't know if he represents all of South Korea, but I mean, the small sample size, then it's a very positive one for us because he was one of the hardest working players in the team, one of the most consistent players in the team. He brought a really good energy, positivity to the team of just supporting players. Even when he wasn't playing a lot, he was always supporting the players in the game, supporting his teammates that weren't playing that much. And he always showed up really, really, really prepared to play. Had a good lifestyle the whole season. He honestly was one of the most popular players in the whole team. Just got along with everybody. Pretty funny, I think. We have one guy from South Korea, one guy from Germany, one guy from England, Spain, and then Southern California. And he's made quite good friends with everybody in the team. And we had awards in the year, and I don't even know if he knows, but there were people that wrote his name down for like it's kind of like a team award of like best teammate, just who treats you well and was a good teammate. And like there were multiple people that voted for him as the best teammate. And I think it reflects that he was really bought into our philosophy, which was to improve every day on his own game, but also to make the team better. If you don't get exactly what you want, you're still a good person. And I think he really demonstrated that. And he had some really good moments in the team playing in games. I mean, he traveled on every trip. He got into most games, at least a little bit. And he had a couple big games. I think one game against Seattle, I believe, where he hadn't played in a while, and he played good minutes in that game. And it was one of the biggest wins in the whole season. And I think it spoke like a lot to his character because he stayed prepared and ready, even when he didn't get like a lot of minutes, and he was ready for his opportunity. And so I think it was just really impressive to see. Hopefully he can just keep getting better and better. I mean, even him, when you talk to him, he definitely mentioned like it's an adjustment period, just the style of play, the athleticism. He said it was a lot of learning experiences here, but he's really enjoying it so far, and we're very happy with him too. So it's been a really good fit for both parties, I think.
All right. Well, thank you so much for doing this with me and speaking to our parents about this whole recruitment process. Have a great day.
Talk to you soon.
Bye. Talk to you soon. Bye.